I wish you could tell how lean I feel this morning. I ate one meal a day for 365 days, and I'm going to talk about it.
I just wanted to hop on the mic and say, I know the world been a little chaotic and everything. I just wanted to check and make sure everything good in the hood, like sure, you know what I mean? Say out of the fam. Okay, let's get to work. What up?
What's going on, party people? It's your boy, JusJrdn here. If you didn't know, 1 year ago today, I set off on a challenge to eat one meal a day for a year. And the goal was to try to sustain 1 pound a weight, 1 pound a week of weight loss for the year. And so shout out to my boy Cole, the snake diet wizard, Robinson, the snake diet wizard, man, for getting me motivated and inspired to do this challenge.
Hey, fatty!
Now, if you're unaware, I ate one meal a day for 1 year. I made a video every single day to stay accountable, and I posted on my YouTube channel. So this is the 365th video. It also ties in, it's my podcast and my last one meal a day. I've done these before in the past, so there's going to be kind of two parts to this episode. I'm actually filming this the day before I weigh in for my last weigh-in. Tomorrow is my weigh-in, but it's a lot to film a podcast, edit it, and have it all uploaded and everything. So this is going to be part one where I kind of answer everything. But I think it was yesterday I weighed in at 183.4. So, you know, I'm sure I'm going to be about that 180 mark. Let's just to say I'm the 180 mark. That'll put me at 48 pounds of weight loss. So I lost about 50 pounds in 50 weeks, you know. I lost 48 pounds in 52 weeks or something like that. I'll throw the before and after photo somewhere. I'm sure it's in the thumbnail as well, but I'll throw that. Again, I don't have that picture right now. I'll take it tomorrow. I'm also going to hit a workout tomorrow just to show off the pump as well, just to see what we're looking like. Yeah, this video is going to be interesting because you'll see at the end of the video will actually be my last one meal a day video. So you'll see my official weigh-in at the end. I'll show you my activity level, and then I'm going to have kind of a celebration dinner for my last meal as well. So that will be fun too. I went and got the ingredients. I'm going to make a bougie dessert. You know, we've been dieting pretty well. Obviously, we lost a bunch of weight and we kept it off. So there's a lot to discuss today. And yeah, I made some notes, but there's lots. So yeah, how it started? How it started was, you know, Cole called me up, and I think he just really noticed that, you know, I put on a bunch of weight. You know, for those of you who don't know, I'm a personal trainer, certified personal trainer. I co-own a gym in Edmonton called Free Fitness. I've been a personal trainer for 10 plus years. I don't train so much anymore. I got different responsibilities and roles now, but big fan of the fitness industry. Still stay really up to date with all the science and all the research, and I'm very active myself. But yeah, I put on a bunch of weight, and I'm going to talk about that too. And my dude was just Cole called me up, and he's like, you know what? People want so many fast results. It's like, you know what? Somebody needs to just do slow, weight loss over a period of time. And actually, when we first started, me and Cole had a challenge of who could sustain it for the year. So actually, I beat him in the challenge. I'm gonna see if I can find a clip and throw it in here.
Hey, fatty! Today I'm going to talk about the snake diet wizard, me, versus JusJrdn. Eating 1 meal a day. Let's begin. So, JusJrdn, okay, subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's a friend of mine. I used to work with him. He's a fitness trainer and a musician. He's gotten a little fat the last few fucking years. A little fat. Me and Jordan had a little chat a couple days ago, and he started making videos about eating 1 meal a day with my protocol. So basically, I'm going to hold him to try to eat 1 meal a day for 365 fucking days. Because I'm going to eat 1 meal a day for 365 days, so I motivate Jordan, he motivates you, you fat fucking pigs. Okay, Jordan's not morbidly obese, but he's pretty close. Okay, he's gotten pretty fat. Okay, he's probably got 40 pounds to dump. So his YouTube channel is called JusJrdn. It's going to be in the title of this video, JusJrdn. He's going to be making a video a day showing what he's doing. 1 meal a day fucking diet. He's already made 2 videos. Okay? I've been looking for somebody for a long time that's going to be consistent in making videos, eating a fucking routine that's a joke. Like 1 meal a fucking day. Okay, if you fat pigs want to do some longer snake juice fasts in there, go ahead. But get settled into that meal a day fucking diet. It's a joke. It works. Snake juice in the morning. Hot glass of fucking snake juice. Okay? If you want to throw a fucking black, hot coffee in there. Okay? You can use that as a pre-workout. Don't drink coffee in the fucking morning. And then you eat a meal at night. Okay? Jordan's eating a meal at night. I actually had to tell him to make sure he doesn't go too low in the calories at the start just to get adapted to the diet. Okay? Just stick to it. 365 fucking days. Snake diet wizard versus JusJrdn. 1 meal a day. For 365 fucking days, okay? Hopefully, you other fat pigs are gonna fucking be able to copy his videos because I'm not gonna gain 40 fucking pounds and lose it again to show you fat fucking useless pigs how to lose weight on a meal a day diet. So I found a guy. I found a guy that has fucking crazy work ethic. Okay, all you have to do is watch his fucking daily fucking downloads. It's gonna be right there. Okay, on the whole fucking way, I'm going to be busting him to fucking keep going and busting you. And you can see exactly what he's doing. He's already dropped 6 fucking pounds on a meal a day. Okay, obviously he would have kicked a bit of water at the start, but he's fucking dropping. He's just going to stick to it. Okay, we're going to get him down there. We're going to get him looking slim again. Okay, he's not going to be a fat ass. Okay, so when you got people that are even fatter than him, it's easier for you to lose the fucking weight, you idiot. Okay, the 1 meal a day diet's easier for you. It's not even hard for him. It doesn't get hard until they're getting ripped. Okay? So hard is for me. Okay? And I'm going to be doing it every fucking day. Okay? Me and him are on the honor system. He's going to be posting the fucking videos showing you how to do it. Okay? It's fucking simple. A meal a day diet. Okay? Jordan's going to be doing his whole weigh in. Everything I've told you fat pigs to do. Weight log. Fucking weigh in. Okay? That same routine, a meal a day at fucking night, snake juice during the day, cup of fucking hot black coffee or tea if you want tea. Okay, 0 calories, 0 sweeteners during the day, meal a fucking day at night, no liquid fucking calories. Okay, it's very simple, very simple. You're going to be able to watch this shit. He's going to be doing a very simple video, okay, showing his weight log in the titles. Okay, a meal a fucking day. He's going to be doing voiceovers, showing you some exercises that he's doing. He's a fucking fitness trainer. He's going to be doing voiceovers on every video. Very simple videos. Okay? You guys can copy his exact protocol. Okay? Like somebody like Snake Diet Fat Man. If you just watch Jordan's videos and copy it exact, your channel will blow up. It's fucking simple as fucking weight loss protocol known to fucking man. Subscribe to JusJrdn's YouTube channel. Okay, JusJrdn. Okay, he's my fucking buddy. Subscribe to this channel and lose some fucking weight eating 1 meal a fucking day, you fat fucking pigs. Until next time, stop fucking eating, fatty.
Here, so actually, I beat the snake diet wizard. I beat him. I mean, he's shredded and stuff right now too, and it's because he experiments. He changes all kinds of stuff. He's always trying new stuff, and I actually think he's super shredded right now. So good for him. Good for him. Obviously, still too. It was more of a a fun thing than anything else. But I took the challenge seriously, and it was something that I was like, you know what, I'm dedicating myself the 1 year to making the videos, posting the videos, and staying accountable to the internet. And man, what a journey it was. Shout out to everyone who's been here since the first video, and shout out to everyone who's joined along the way. It's been cool to hear about people's transformation, hear about some people's failures. Some people would come in and then they would leave and they'd be like, oh man, I lost 10 pounds, put on 10 pounds. It's been quite the journey. I've heard, lots of people were talking shit at the beginning. That was a huge one. If you were here at the very beginning, and you can still go back, there's tons of hate on the first videos. I wasn't losing weight. This isn't going to work. 300 days later, there's no way this guy's going to be lose any weight. Look at me now, baby. Look at me now, haters. Look at me now. Shredded. So, yeah. What a journey it's been. And, my YouTube channel has been growing ever since as well. Obviously, I posted for 365 videos more than I usually post. On top of the podcast, music videos, clips, we've posted probably 400 or 500 videos this year, which is cool because I think we're almost at 500,000 views on YouTube, which is extraordinary. So thank you for everyone who's been watching, supporting, and yeah, it really means a lot. So that's how we got started. So then I posted videos, and as the journey, as we progressed through the journey, there was lots of different ways I ate. I did keto. I did super limited calories, where I was doing 1,200 calories. I was doing, but ultimately, when it comes to it, the most efficient ways for me was just ground chicken and frozen vegetables. And that's what I'm doing right now. And, it's easy, it's simple, and it gets the job done. And it's the most cost efficient, which was the biggest thing for me. Your boy's still broke. After a year doing this, I may be more shredded, but I still broke. But we always working on that. But before I even get into the diet and how the years evolved and all that, my experience with it, I want to talk about, because now that I'm down, in the 180s again, I was really thinking about how did I put on so much weight? I've been, in between that 160, 190 range for most of my, fit times when I wasn't bulking or anything. But, I never meant to get to, I think at my very, very heaviest, I was 236 pounds. So actually, I was probably pretty close to 240. But even before I started the 1 meal a day, I was trying to lose weight before that. So, over the last couple years, I've lost probably 60-ish pounds. But the biggest thing was I was struggling to get the weight off. And, over the last week or so, as I know, I've been kind of gearing up for this podcast. One of the things I was questioning, I was like, how did I put on so much weight? It's like I'm fit and athletic, and even people who know me, it wasn't like I was a super obese or anything, and especially in clothing and stuff, no one was ever like, wow, Jay, you're fat, or anything like that. But I was uncomfortable. My cardio sucked. I was still working out 4 or 5 days, but you can lift and not be losing any weight at all. And maybe we'll get into that too. But the times leading up to when I was that heavy, one thing, I was drinking a lot of alcohol. Um, and I think one of the biggest things was I was just in a bad space mentally. There was a lot of change going on. I hate to blame this on COVID, but COVID was happening, so I was eating out a lot. I was drinking a lot just because there was nothing to do for the most part. Now I wish I could, of course, hindsight 2020, I wish I got shredded, come out of COVID shredded. But I came out of COVID fat. And then the year after that, I had poor habits, and, I was going through some like breakups, and there was lots of change happening in my life that, was out of my control. My mom was, sick, and all kinds of crazy things were going on in my personal life that was affecting me, and I was not taking those things out in a healthy manner. I was just drinking to forget, and just smoking hella weed, and eating just junk, just crap, just chips and fast food and bread and pasta. And even though I was still fasting, I would go 3 days without food. If you're, out of 30 days, if 27 of those days you're eating shit and then you fast for 3 days, it's not going to get you anywhere that you want to be. And so that's, I'm an emotional eater, and that's one thing that's changed about me. Even when something bad would happen, I would say, fuck this diet. I'm gonna eat some garbage. It will make me feel better, at least temporarily. And now, I don't do that. Now I like to celebrate with food. That's I think a much better way to do it, as opposed to only being sad. But that was the thing with me being an emotional eater. I would eat when I'm happy. I would eat when I'm sad. I would eat when I'm having a good day, bad day. So you're just always eating. and yeah, and so at the beginning I was tracking my weights. I mean, I'm always tracking my weight, but at the beginning of this challenge, I was tracking my weight and writing down what day it was, and my weight in a journal every single day. I probably stopped 3 or 4 months ago, just because I was like, okay, I don't need this straight up accountability anymore. There was a couple of days like my scale ran out of batteries, and I was like, okay, I don't need the scale this much. We're weighing in for the videos, but it's like you don't need to necessarily weigh in every day. But if you do, it's a good way to keep your weight managed. As long as you're realistic with the things, your weight, and you can see in my videos, my weight would fluctuate sometimes 15 pounds from day to day, because of water intake, carbohydrate intake, sodium intake, exercise. You can see my weight go up after intense workouts. You can see my weight go up after, obviously, delicious fatty meals, and things like that. And then once the bloating subsided and the inflammation subsided, I was able to be like, okay, yeah, see, this is what my weight was. So, it's a great tool to weigh in every day and to write it down and to keep yourself accountable. But, yeah, so that's, anyways, I have so much to talk about in this podcast. And, but that's where I think I was just in a bad headspace mentally. And I think, that's another thing. Good food makes you feel better. Yeah, you don't get that dopamine hit from eating your chicken and broccoli like you do a bag of Kettle brand truffle chips. My sister was here today. I was talking to her about that today. I love those chips. God damn it. Or Biscoff cookies. That's another thing that I love. But you can tell when you're eating these foods or eating McDonald's, you're getting such a rush of dopamine to your brain, to your body, that you just want more, and you just don't get satiated that way. And that's one thing, as I've cleaned my diet up over the year and really gotten in tune with everything. I'm like, man, these foods are a treat, an experience, that they're not what you should be eating every day. It's funny. You'll see what I eat at the end of this video, and it's garbage, but it's a celebration. So, um, yeah, what a journey it's been. It's kind of, really sinking in the commitment of eating one meal a day for a year. And, there's been so many positives. One thing I wanted to talk about too was, the discipline of, actually, maybe before I get that, let's talk about the science of fasting. And I know I've talked about this before. Fasting, and I still get videos of how this is not a sustainable diet. I did it for a year. That's as sustainable as it gets. Most people can't keep their diet for a couple of days, let alone an entire year. And I feel great. I've walked, up until this podcast today, I think I did 16,000 steps. I walked to the grocery store. I went for the morning walk. It's just, I feel great. I've been exercising lots of cardio, lots of lifting, feeling strong, feeling mobile. So it's 100% a sustainable diet as long as you're eating correctly and eating healthy, just like any other diet. People are so caught up with this isn't sustainable, blah, 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 blah. It's like, try things, and then if you can't sustain it, make adjustments. Stop putting what you think, especially because a lot of the times people who are talking on these subjects have no knowledge about anything. So that's a huge thing as well. But where was I going with this? Super sustainable. I could eat this way for forever. I could eat this way in a ball. So a couple of things is, when you're fasting, you get a testosterone and an HGH increase, human growth hormone. So it's fantastic for keeping your testosterone levels elevated. It's also, what the biggest thing people think is that you can't absorb this amount of protein in one meal, 100 plus grams of protein. I was getting at least 160 grams of protein in every day, 160 to 200 grams. And man, this is such old science now. Research has shown that you can pretty much eat eat as much protein in one meal as you want, and your body will absorb it. Now, the caveat of that is that what happens is your body doesn't use protein. Your body breaks that down into amino acids and uses the amino acids. And the amino acids, some of the amino acids take longer to break down and to digest. So what they think is that you're just not getting 100% absorption of some of those amino acids. And so to combat that, you could take a supplement or something. But honestly, it's not I'm doing fine. It's not what as long as you're hitting a sufficient amount of protein, your body will break that down. It will digest it, and you will get most of it out of it. So people saying that you can't digest 100 plus grams of protein in one meal are bullshit. And actually, what's happening is a lot of people aren't eating enough protein per meal. That's a huge issue. So that's what people need to be working on, getting more protein in, not eating less in one meal. Fasting is great for autophagy. Now, don't get me wrong. You can get autophagy is when your body breaks down damaged or inefficient cells and uses them as energy. Now, you get a huge autophagenic effect. I think that's the word. I think so. Anyways, from exercising, and from all kind, from movement. But you get another added bonus when you're fasting. So that's also great. It's great for inflammation. Now, the research seems to be pretty clear. It seems like your body does the best when you're eating in a kind of well, 2MAD is what it's called. OMAD is 1 meal a day. 2MAD is 2 meals a day. When you're doing like a kind of like an intermittent window, it seems like your body digests things better. Then you're just getting the most out of that. But why I like the 1 meal a day and why I've been successful with it is it's easy to track. It's easy. It's like, okay, I'm eating one time a day. What am I eating? This. Is this too many calories? Is this too little calories? Then you don't got to think about it all day and be like, but I had this and I had that. Because one of the biggest things for me is snacking and, you know, grazing and just grabbing, you know, a couple crackers here or a piece of bread here or whatever throughout the day. And it adds up and it adds up quickly, you know. So the 1 meal a day, I'm not saying, for one, I'm not saying that everyone needs to fast. And for two, I'm not saying that everyone should try this. However, it was great for me, and I've been very successful with this style of eating. I've fasted many times before. I've had a history of fasting. I've gone 7 days without food and water. Those are extreme. And then I've done multiple 3 days, 4 days, 5 days fast. My very first podcast episode is actually me talking about I did a 3 day darkness meditation where I sat in a room in darkness for 3 days and didn't eat anything. So, you know, I've had my share of fasting. I've done 72s, 48s, 100 and whatever 5 days is. So I've done all kinds of fasting, but the 1 meal a day is really been beneficial to me. And what I well, maybe I'll talk about what I plan on doing after. Let me talk more about so I answered why I did it. Oh, so this is it was my discipline with it. So even when I wasn't 100, even when I you know, there's times like during Christmas or my birthday or holidays or the odd date. So one thing about this diet was I was still able to do most things. You know, you know, a couple weeks ago I went to a friend's um wedding celebration. And then, you know, 2 weeks ago or whatever, I went out for fried chicken sandwiches with my homie. And, you know, I've had Five Guys. I've had a lot of burgers now that I think about it. You know, I've had Christmas dinners, birthdays. I've had cake. I've had chips. Now, if you go back through all 365 videos, there's very few of those videos in there. But I still ate those things. And so what I'm saying is this, I made this work for me with my lifestyle. You know, I was able to, there was the odd day where, you know, so I would typically eat at the very end of my day, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, kind of somewhere around there. I wouldn't eat for that long, but I would eat, you know, whatever my meal was, and I would eat slowly. And I eat slower even now. At the beginning, I was kind of getting everything in relatively quickly, but now I kind of spread it out. I'll eat my vegetables, go inside, go eat some, go get my like protein, eat that. And then if I had like fruit or something, then I would eat that and watch a show, you know? And that was much better for my digestion. So I can definitely see how the intermittent window it's kind of more beneficial than cramming everything into one meal. But anyways, you know, I was able to go on dinner dates and sometimes I would go out and I would go for breakfast instead, and then I would just eat all, and then you know, it would put me into a 36-hour fast because I would eat in the morning on say like Sunday, and then I wouldn't eat again until Monday night. So, you know, it was flexible enough for me to make me feel like I never missed out on anything. One big thing for me is, you know, I haven't really drank any alcohol, you know, the odd cocktail here and there, but, you know, that was a huge thing that I cut out. But anyways, the point I was getting at was even when I wasn't eating 100% what I should be, I was consistent to the plan. That light's going off and I'm not in the mood to turn it on and off. So I hope it still looks good. even when I wasn't 100%, I was still consistent with the one meal a day. And that's what was great. And, and it kind of leads me to the ebb and flow of enthusiasm. And because I made the commitment to myself, there's lots of days where I was like, I just want to sit on the couch and eat garbage all day and chill out. And I never did that one time. And that used to be my favorite thing to do on a day when I was chilling or something. Just, chill out, have some edibles, smoke some weed, munch out all day long, pop, chips, McDonald's, Wendy, whatever, And I never did that one time. Yeah, again, like I was saying, I had those days where I had chips and cookies and whatever, but never a full day of eating and feeling like a slob. So that's cool. You have these things that you think you're so attached to, you really can evolve from with effort. And yeah, I'm like, was it fun? Do I no, absolutely not. Of course, it's way more fun to get high and eat shit all day. Of course. However, you're not going to get the results you need doing stuff like that, And so there's and I've talked about this with writing songs, because I talk to a lot of musicians, and one thing that kind of separates me, I think, from a lot of other musicians, I'm always writing songs. I like to write songs, and I want to get good at writing songs. So what I do every day, I write songs. And it's a lot of my life. I think one of the biggest skills I have is discipline. And so I have this kind of ebb and flow with enthusiasm in all things that I do, because I'm so committed and disciplined in what I'm doing, like the one meal a day for a year, or writing a song every single day. But my enthusiasm for those things change. I don't always want to be, even though these are the things that I like to be healthy. I like to be fit. I like to be active. I like to eat healthy. I like to write songs. I like to make songs. But I'm not always in the mood to do those things. And, sometimes it's internal things, sometimes it's external things. But I've always just kept doing it, And when you do that, the Hermosi, Layla Hermosi, if you know who that is, I think her name's Layla. Her whole thing right now is fuck your mood, follow the plan. And that's 100% what it is, regardless of your enthusiasm. Because the enthusiasm, the passion, the eagerness, that comes and goes. And I think that's what people, I'm not motivated to do this. It doesn't matter. Just do it. And it's through those times where you get the results you want. And that's also where you develop things like self-respect and self-esteem. I was talking about this on a podcast the other day. One of the most important things Kobe Bryant ever said that really inspired me was, I make contracts with myself and I do not break them. And if you know anything about psychology, and it's like when you make a promise, especially a promise to yourself, and you keep it, that unlocks superpowers in your brain. Your brain's like, oh, I'm the kind of person that says, if they say they're going to do it, they do it. And you can only do that by doing it, And I know that as stupid and as simple as that sounds, but it's true. If you say, hey, I'm not going to eat chips this month, and then in 3 weeks you eat chips, your mind, even if you're like, but I had a hard day, but she broke my heart, but I got fired. It doesn't matter, bro. Your brain, there's another, and I talked about this, Your Body Keeps the Score. It's a good book. And your body does. Your body, when you lie to yourself, when you lie to others, when you commit to something and you don't follow through, regardless of what you think, your body really knows what's going on. And I'm not going to get into this whole thing, but it's worth it. So regardless of your mood, do the thing and do the hard things, and you set out to do these things, so just do them. So anyway, so the enthusiasm goes up and down. Did I always want to eat one meal a day? Fuck no. Did I do it? Hell yes. And look at the results I got. Now I'm celebrating talking to you. Even today, man, I'm starving right now. Today I'm very hungry. Some days are worse than others, but I got a lot of movement in today, and so I'm pretty hungry today. So even today I'm like, we gotta wait, but it's always worth it. And then that's the other thing. The biggest thing fasting has taught me is gratitude for food. And you're after you've eaten all day, you haven't eaten all day, you've trained your ass off, you've worked all day, you've done all your responsibilities, and you sit down to eat a meal. Every night you sit down and you get that plate of food, and you're like, wow, I can't wait. I'm so grateful for this moment, and every single day, even when it's food that I prefer to eat McDonald's tonight, even if it was chicken and broccoli, when I take that first bite of broccoli after not eating all day, training my butt off, I take a bite and be like, wow, yeah, that hits the spot. Thank you. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to eat and nourish my body. Let me see how long this conversation's been going so far. I got lots to talk about, and there's other parts to this as well. Because at the end of this, we will have the OMAD, but I'll kind of. So, one thing I want to talk about was there was times where I stalled in this, and there's a huge thing about taking breaks when you're cutting, because when you're cutting weight, when you're in a calorie deficit, your body is stressed, because your body's hungry, and you should be, when you're trying to lose weight, you should feel hungry. This is another thing. Being hungry when the goal is to lose weight, when you're hungry and the goal is to lose weight, that's usually a sign you're in a calorie deficit, and that's good. Hunger is not a bad thing, and people aren't comfortable being hungry, and that's a weakness. That is a weakness. Yes, we live in a society where you don't have to feel hungry, and fine, if you can manage your calories enough and you don't need to lose weight, but a lot of people need to lose the weight. And guess what that entails? Being hungry. And what's being hungry? Being uncomfortable. And how do you get your results? Get uncomfortable. Now, I'm not saying you have to starve, but being hungry is usually a sign you're in a calorie deficit. And there was times where I hit plateaus on this, and I was the same weight for a month, or maybe I went back up for 3 or 4 pounds, but it's just what your body has to do. And yeah, maybe in hindsight, I should have took kind of little breaks and ate at maintenance calories for a little bit longer. And I know I did do little breaks like that, and maybe I should have sustained them for like a month, and then I could have went a little harder the next month. Hindsight is 2020. So there was times where I was plateauing. But that's always what's going to happen. You always got to make adjustments. And so I was always trying things and whatnot. But one of the biggest things that really I was like, okay, this is really what's happening, was consistent step counts of 10,000 plus and intensity of workouts. Just trying to make sure. There was a period of time where I was kind of like lollygagging in the gym and the home workouts and just trying to get by. And one thing was right now I'm only working out about twice a week, one kind of full body, and then one kind of focused on um, hangs and grip strength and carries and such, while the other workout is flies and rows and shoulder presses and curls and stuff. And this has been great for me because then in between I'm able to focus on some hard, intense to hit cardio. Now hit is good because it's efficient, but you're also engaging lots of muscles. So my hit routines are, I do a lot of Nate Bauer fitness workouts on YouTube. I also like to do the hit style kind of boot camp workouts. We're doing push-ups, squats, lunges, different types of core exercises, boxing, and then I also have become a big fan of doing stationary bike routines as well. So whether it's steady state for 60 minutes or an hour and a half, or more intense, one, I think the last time I was doing it, I was doing like 3 minutes on, 1 minute off, 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, 1 minute on, 1 minute off, and then restarting, and just kind of doing intervals like that. And that's been great. That's been making me feel really good. And what this has been optimizing is my recovery time from the weight training, but I'm still getting tons of muscle engagement through the hit exercises as well. So that's been very nice. But yeah, so anyways, one of the biggest things to overcoming these plateaus definitely have been this, making sure I got the steps in, and just the intensity and showing up to every workout and doing my best. Whether that means I'm doing a 15-minute spin session instead of an hour, I still show up and just do the best that I can. And that's really, especially over the last few weeks, have really pushed me forward, I think. Okay, so let's talk about where I am right now. I know that's a lot of information, and I'm sure I still have so much more to say on this. But as of today, I feel way leaner. Obviously, I've lost 40-50 pounds, and I feel stronger. My pull-ups feel good. Even during this cut, I hit a PR for my bench, which was 275 pounds or something like that. And so that feels good. I'm way leaner. I'm way more mobile. My joints feel good. My injuries don't bug me as much. I've been doing tons of yoga, lots of stretching, using the sauna a ton. Lots of breath work and meditation. I know I don't always include that in all my videos, but breath work, meditation every day makes me feel good. So good for your nervous system and your cardiovascular. Ultimately, I feel like I've become a much better version of myself. I don't drink anymore. Not that I'm sober. I do have the odd cocktail or something every once in a while, but nowhere near what I was drinking before. I do enjoy cannabis, and I still, smoke a fair amount. Not as much as most people think I smoke. I don't like getting paranoid and stuff, but I do enjoy cannabis. I think it helps keep me focused and all kinds of stuff, but this isn't a podcast on that. But all in all, I feel like I'm in a good place mentally, and I feel physically as well. And I feel like I've become a much better version of myself than I was a year ago. And no matter what your goal is, I think no matter what your goal is, that's kind of always at the root of it, trying to be a better version of what you are. And I think I've achieved that over the last year. So, I feel pretty good about I'm getting a little emotional all of a sudden. I was just dieting, but I'm proud of no matter what the circumstances in my life were, I overcame it. I stayed committed to myself, and I got some pretty fucking dope results. No, you know what? I got amazing results, because if I was anybody else and they said, hey, I did this for a year and I got this result, I'd say you crushed it, man. And And yeah, I did. I fucking did. I crushed it. And not to downplay what I just did, you could totally do what I did in 6 months too. If you really wanted to push yourself and you really wanted to commit and overcome, you could do this weight. You would do 50 pounds in 6 months. But you know, I committed to a nice, slow, consistent weight loss, and I achieved that. And I documented it, and I stayed accountable. And yeah, man, wow. I made a whole bunch of videos. There's hours and hours of me talking to the camera, working out. Yeah, wow. Just kind of basking in kind of what I did. And even though I was cutting, I definitely feel like I've put on some muscle. I feel good. You know, slow, because you know, when you're doing things slowly, that's how you're going to maintain the most muscle. But I've eaten tons of protein. I've done, you know, what I needed to consistently. So I definitely feel like things like my chest, my upper pecs have developed nicely. So, but let's talk about what I'm going to do in the future. So I am going to continue to do OMAD for at least the next 4-ish weeks. Why? It's my birthday, November 18th, and I want to be shredded. I'm not quite as shredded as I want to be. I want to be shredded, you know, super shredded. So we're going to really dial it in for the next 4 weeks. I'm in a good place mentally, physically. So I'm going to really dial it in and try to go into my 31st year just shredded. Now, again, about 10 years ago, I did a men's physique show, and I was like 163 or something. And I stepped on stage and I was super lean, and I want to get that lean again. Will I be 163? I don't know, but I want to get super lean and do a comparison shot still. And I'm still not quite there yet. And maybe I'll do a big water cut at the end of these next 4 weeks too. I might even throw in some extended fasting as well, but we'll see. The main goal is to continue the 1 meal a day for the next. So you'll at least get another 4 weeks of videos from me if that's something that you're into. Because I want to get just super, super shredded, and we're pretty close. We're 10, 20-ish pounds from being amazingly shredded. So I want to definitely try to achieve that. I also want to get my bench to 300 pounds, and I definitely know what's kind of been holding me back. I want to increase my leg strength. I want to increase my core strength. I want to increase my grip strength. So there's some things that I want to be working on still, and maybe I'll be making some more videos kind of showing that as well. So, but please, if any kind of requests or anything like that, please let me know below of some of the videos you would like to see me do. A big thing I'm going to be doing now too are reaction videos. I might even get into some of the fitness and health reaction videos too. I posted one reaction video the other day for the first time. There might be more now when this comes out, and that video did very well. And lots of people were wanting more stuff, so I will definitely be doing more reaction videos to stuff. And I also might be getting into ASMR. A lot of people really liking the sound of my voice, and I had a friend talk about how she thinks that maybe ASMR might be something I'd be real good at. So I'm going to try and do some of that. I don't know too much about the ASMR world, but look, if that's what you're into, yeah. So, yeah, I think that's everything right now. Whew, what a whole year to make this podcast. But, I love doing challenging things. I love pushing myself. I love trying things, and what a journey it's been. And thank you so much to everyone who's watched all the videos, who've commented. It means a lot. And I know I've shouted this out to a million videos, but you can also go on in the video description or whatever you're watching this on. And if you really want to support, say what's up, celebrate with me. Go pre-order the album Olympus on vinyl. Go buy Olympus 2 on my website, or if you really want to be a big baller shot caller, invest in JusJrdn, and there's opportunities of that in the description as well. This is where, well, you know what? I might have another part where I talk tomorrow, but this is going to be the conclusion to the first part of the podcast, and then the rest will be the last official, or I shouldn't say the last OMAD video, but the 1 year, 1 meal a day with Jay. So you will see my official weigh-in, and if I haven't shown you the before and after picture yet, I'm sure it will be in the next part of this video. And yeah, I just want to say very grateful for everyone who's watched, everyone who's subscribed, everyone who's liked, commented. It's meant a lot, and thank you for coming along with this journey. And I hope during this time you've been able to achieve some of the goals that you've set out to achieve. And if not, you know, I hope this is giving you something to reflect on, and that you're striving to achieve your very best over the next little while. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this journey. More love, more success. This has been a moment with Jay, which is what I say at the end of my podcast, but there's much more to this episode, so please stay tuned. It's weird, man. Like right now I'm just feeling so emotional all of a sudden. I'm just trying to think about why I'm feeling so emotional. I think I'm just, you know, proud of myself. And that's cool. You know, even during this time, you know, you battle, you know, every little day it's like you're battling with the scale, but you're never battling with the scale. You're battling with yourself, and you're battling with your choices that you make. And even if you don't always make the right choice, hopefully over the course of a long enough time, you've made more of the correct choice than the bad choice. And that's how you get the result that you want. And, you know, reflecting on that now, I've made a lot of good decisions over the last year. That's good, man. That's good. You know, man, what the heck? What the heck? Wow, man, I'm all emotional all of a sudden. Not all of a sudden. I was emotional earlier in this clip, in this video too. I'm gonna leave this all in because it's real and it's authentic and it's spur of the moment. It's not like I had get watery eyes. You know, it says 4 weeks till my birthday. It says stuff like that. That's what it says on this sheet of paper right here. Yeah, wow. Grateful for y'all, grateful for myself. I won't make y'all sit here in silence with me while I self-reflect, but I think I need to go maybe get in the sauna and just do some self-reflection for a little bit. Oh, wow. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this. And yeah, the video's not over. There's more to come. But thank y'all. Honestly, thank y'all so much. More love, more success.
All right, let me get it. Okay, let me go. Are we ready for this shit? What's up?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, JusJrdn here. Yeah, we're getting naked at the beginning of this. Don't worry, don't see anything. But we're gonna hop on the scale. That's how we're gonna start all these videos off. We're starting a new series, 1 meal a day with me, and I'm just gonna kind of show you my fitness routine. You see my fat ass hopping on that scale right there. Let's see what we saying. What are we saying, Jay? I think we're getting a thumbs up. Perfect. See, we already dropped 4.2 pounds. Now we're making our way to the gym. This gym just happens to have fucking hella stairs. Look at this guy. See, you know, I'm not the strongest guy in the world. And I've been doing 100 push-ups a day. So my chest is a little
burnt out, but you know, we're still repping out 225 here, just to get some strength work, a little bit of strength work in. Rest of the workout we're doing kind of higher reps, but first exercise, flat bench, we're doing just that. Then we go to incline. See, I only threw 135 on there, but we're taking this shit for a ride. You know, we're getting those high reps in. It's I really like to train for intensity. I don't follow a program per se, just a regular bodybuilding split. Man, I just got the new iPhone 14, not the new, I guess the iPhone 15 out now, but look how beautiful. It's like we're making a movie. Look at this A1 content. This is also some of the longest content that I've ever been putting out besides the podcast. So, you know, this is the first episode. So if you got questions or comments, now we're moving. So here we go. This is my meal. We got about 2 to 3 cups of rice. We got some chicken divine. I love this. It's just basically chicken breast, broccoli, cheddar cheese soup, and some extra cheese. So, you know, I got about 2 cups of chicken, about 3 cups of rice, a cup of broccoli, a little bit of cheddar cheese soup, a little bit of cheese.
All right, how we get it? Okay, let me go. Are we ready for this shit? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
And the official last weigh-in is 180 pounds on the dot, which leads us to 48.6 pounds of weight loss. Sheesh! I wish you could tell how lean I feel this morning. All right, 1 year of OMAD. And yeah, we're gonna have a celebration meal tonight, but we got, 4 kilos of turkey and chicken here that we're gonna cook and prep and freeze so that we can get right back on it for the next 4 weeks of a cut until my birthday on November 18th. So we're gonna celebrate tonight, but we also gonna prep for tomorrow. And that's how we're gonna keep it, baby. Boom, and just like that, we got 8 days of meal prep. Each one of these sections is about 80 grams of protein and whatever, the 700, 800 calories. So throw those in some containers, put them in the freezer. That's simple. That's simple. And just like that, meals are prepped. Then when I go to warm these up, I'll just throw some frozen veggies in them and they're good to go. All right, so I just weighed in at 180. Amazing, what a journey. So 48.6 pounds down. We stayed consistent. We did it, man. We did it. And yeah, like I was saying before, we will be doing another cut here until my birthday where we will be following the 1 meal a day. But, I'm going to give myself a little break for a few days and just, see what I do naturally. Maybe I'll have some cream and sugar in my coffee tomorrow morning or something like that. But I will still be posting daily, at least up until November 17th or 18th, which is November 18th is my birthday. And then what will happen after that, I'm not sure yet. We'll decide after that, but please stay posted on my channel. There'll be more reaction videos. Those seem to be taking off. And yeah, some other things as well. Thank you for being in this journey with me, man. And yeah, I'm going to smash some calories today. I was going to hit a workout, but I wanted to get down as low as possible, so I've depleted myself the last couple days. Plus, my mama still isn't feeling the best, so priorities. I'll eat some shitty food tonight. That's what you will see next. Anyways, my legs are sore still too from some of the cardio and some of the HIIT training that I've been doing. So I'll just take it easy. we'll eat some crappy food tonight, and that will fuel a big workout tomorrow. So stick around and see what my official 1 year, 1 meal is tonight. More love, more success. What? This place is just dope. This is what I got for dinner today. Shout out BP. Shout out the bro for hooking it up. We got these dirty fries. And then we got this steak. And I don't even know. It's a smash burger. It's crazy. Double patty. I'm gonna eat this. Then I'm gonna go show y'all what the dessert is. Nutso. All right, and this is what dessert's gonna be. We've been craving Biscoff, so we made this whole thing of whipped cream earlier. We put, look at Cupcake just staring. Biscoff whipped cream in here. We got some Biscoff spread. That's how we got that. We put that in with some whipping cream. Then we got some cookies. And then we got the crepes chilling in there. I was gonna make them myself, but I was like, nah, we're being lazy today. So we're gonna combine this all together, make something crazy. I'll show y'all in a sec. Look at this gorgeous crepe. We got Biscoff spread, crumble cookies, Biscoff whipped cream. Let's see how it is. Yeah, look at it. Look how bougie this is. This is the one I made for my dad. Look at how crazy this is. I hope y'all can see me. Okay. I'm going to roll this baby up. Let me show y'all one more look at it. Look at this. Look at that gorgeous. Dessert. Here's to getting shredded, being in better health, and eating 1 meal a day for a year, and posting 1 video a day for a year. That's crazy. Oh. Well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I'm gonna eat another probably 3 of these. Well, yeah, thanks. And please like, share, subscribe. There'll be more.
Okay, let's get it, y'all.